Welcome back to Robbins Nest Alliance, where we talk real about brain injuries, caregiving, healing, and hope. Today's big question: what is CTE? Because if you've heard about it in the news, chances are it came with a football helmet or a headline. But the truth? It's way more common and way more misunderstood than that. CTE stands for chronic traumatic encephalopathy. It's a progressive brain disease caused by repeated head injuries, even ones that don't cause a concussion. CTE has been found in military veterans, abuse survivors, in contact sports, and yes, people like my husband Rob, who suffered head trauma decades ago. In a 2017 study published in JAMA, 110 out of 111 deceased NFL players were found to have CTE. But more importantly, so were 3 of 14 high school players and 48 of 53 college athletes. Methodology JAMA 2017. Up to 20% of Iraq and Afghanistan veterans have experienced at least one traumatic brain injury, TBI, mostly from blast exposure. Source: VA and DoD TBI Guidelines, Defense and Veterans Brain Injury Center, DVBIC, 2020. In one study of former service members' brains donated to the VA BUCLF Brain Bank, CTE was found in 68 of 85 brains, 80%, many of which were from non-combat injuries and repetitive trauma during training. Source: McKee, AC et al., Acta Neuropathol, 2020. Veterans with TBIs have double the risk of developing dementia or neurodegenerative disease, including Parkinson's and CTE-like symptoms. Source: Barnes D.E. et al., Neurology, 2014. More than 75% of women in domestic violence shelters have symptoms consistent with a traumatic brain injury. Source: Haag H.L. A.L. Journal of Neurotrauma, 2019. The most common mechanism of injury being hit in the head and strangulation, which causes oxygen deprivation to the brain, leading to hypoxic brain injury. Source: Training Institute on Strangulation Prevention, 2021. Women are often undiagnosed, misdiagnosed with mental illness, or dismissed. Many live with symptoms for years without connecting them to brain injury. Motor vehicle crashes are the second leading cause of all TBIs in the U.S., especially moderate to severe cases. Source: CDC, 2021. Report on TBI-related ED visits and hospitalizations. You don't have to hit your head to get a TBI in a car crash. Whiplash and rapid deceleration alone can cause damage through the brain's movement inside the skull. Post-accident brain injury symptoms can mirror CTE or post-concussion syndrome, fog, fatigue, emotional dysregulation, even if no CT scan shows a lesion. An estimated 5.3 million Americans live with a permanent TBI-related disability. Source: CDC, 2022. CTE is only diagnosable after death, but suspected CTE-like symptoms are increasingly recognized in athletes, military, abuse survivors, and accident victims. Most at-risk demographics: men under 30, sports, military, risk-taking behavior, women aged 18-44 in abusive relationships, veterans and athletes with repeated subconcussive hits. Source: CDC and Brain Injury Association of America. CTE isn't about how hard you were hit, it's about how often. And the symptoms? Memory loss, confusion, depression, impulsivity, aggression, suicidal thoughts, Parkinsonian symptoms. Sound familiar? Yeah, it can look like PTSD, bipolar disorder, early dementia, or just someone changing and no one knowing why. And in many cases, it can be a combination. CTE is scary, but knowing about it is powerful, because what we ignore doesn't go away. But what we understand, that's where healing starts. And no, you don't need to bubble wrap your kids or ban football overnight. But maybe let's rethink how we treat our brains. You only get one. Here at Robbins Nest Alliance, we believe in fighting for answers, for laughter, and for every spark of hope. If you're a caregiver, a survivor, or just curious, subscribe, comment, share your story. You're not alone. And the brain, it's still the most powerful thing we've got.